Hey everyone, I'm back with another video, and on today's video I'm going to make something really special. I want to make some bean enchiladas, and I want to show you a quick way to make them. I have a few tips that we can use to make this a lot easier for us. I'm actually going to be using canned ingredients today, and I'll show you the type of ingredients that I like to use that are pretty safe, and they're great for any time that you want a quick meal. We're going to be using this enchilada sauce for today. I also have some canned beans. These are spicy refried beans, but they're no fat in there. They're not refried or anything like that. They have no oil in them. So you want to get no fat, fat-free beans if you can find them. First thing that I want to do is make a quick rice beans, so why not make a delicious rice, a delicious red rice to go along with the meal. But this is going to be brown rice, and I'm going to show you how to jizz it up and how to make it into a red rice. We're going to need some brown rice. I have short grain brown rice, 1 cup. And here I have some already chopped up onions. I had done this a day ahead. I've got some cilantro as well. Why not add it? That's gonna add a lot of flavor, and I didn't even have to cut anything because they're already pre-chopped. Alright, so I'm gonna set that aside and we're gonna get the liquid ready. So here I have some tomato sauce, and this is a pretty good tomato sauce. I'm going to add it into a container. I'm going to add water into the container that had the tomato sauce. I'm going to give it a little bit of a stir. And try to clean it up. Then I want to add water all the way to the very top. Okay. We're going to add start with 2 cups of water. So we're going to add a bay leaf, and we're going to add some seasonings. I've got some cumin seeds, coriander seeds, paprika, turmeric, black pepper, salt. We're going to stir this together. So I'm going to put the lid on, and I'm going to put 60 minutes. The next step is to get our beans ready so they can cool down slightly so we can roll them up. So we want to get our beans ready, and again we're going to add some onion that's already chopped, of course. And we're going to allow the onions to saute. And what I want to add is 2 pieces of chile de árbol. I'm going to add some salt. And I am going to allow it to saute. And I'm just giving it a dry saute. I'm not adding any oil to the pan. The refried beans. And I want to add a little bit more cumin because I don't think it has enough. I think it needs just a little bit more salt. We have some extra tomato water that we can use for our beans. So now we're just going to bring it together while we add the liquid. And I add about 1 cup of liquid. If you're making the rice, you'll have this water. If you're not making the rice, just use water. And I want to add some cilantro. It's always a good touch. And there's our refried beans. I normally make my own. I prefer my own. It's a better flavor. But I want to show you that you can make simple, whole food, plant-based recipes, oil-free as well. You can make them out of canned food as well. So I'm going to make all-purpose nacho cheddar cheese sauce. And these are the ingredients that we're going to need for the cheddar cheese sauce. For the nacho cheese sauce, we're going to need 3 little potatoes. We need 3 carrots. And this is optional, like it's just depending on what you have in your kitchen at the moment. And then I'm going to be using 2 onions because I have a lot of onions. And it's pretty easy. I make it all the time. First thing that I want to do is peel my potatoes. And you could use any kind of potato. I used to use russet. I just don't have any. So I'm going to use this one. Pretty creamy. This one is pretty good as well. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to saute this, and we want to add some color. And we move our ingredients. Okay, so I'm going to add some white pepper. I'm going to also add some salt. Okay. The onion's cooked enough. We're going to add some water. All the way to the very top of the ingredients. Just make sure that the ingredients are submerged, and that's it. Don't add that much liquid. Let's just get the carrots and the potatoes and the onions really tender, and then we'll add the cashews. Okay? So I'll meet you back. Alright, so our ingredients are tender. Now we're going to add the cashews. Now we can add the cashews, and we're going to stir it. And we just want to bring this cashews to a boil. And now I think they're ready to go into the blender. So I'm going to use a net, and I'm going to add a little salt if you want. If you're salt free, you don't need to add salt. Okay, we're going to blend this with no water. So this is our nacho sauce, and it looks so good. Look at that. It's super creamy, super delicious, and it's got that color you're looking for. And I should know. Alright, so I'm going to add it into a squeeze bottle. We've come to the last step. And the last step is to wrap our enchiladas. Any can is good. Just make sure it doesn't have like oils and stuff. Oils can easily add like 100 more calories to a meal, and you don't want all those calories if you're trying to lose weight. Especially me, and especially if you're like thick bone, like you have a different body type, like myself. If I eat too much oils and fats and fried foods and junk food, I blow up quickly. Quickly. Okay, so here's our tortillas. I'm using corn. I like the yellow corn tortillas. We're going to add some sauce in the middle. And I'm not going to add too much sauce, but I'll add sauce on both sides. Sure. We add sauce on both sides. And then we'll grab a little bit of black beans or any type of bean. I don't even think these are black beans. These are pinto beans. And we roll our taquitos. And I'm going to air fry them. For this one's, I think, the less the better, so they can be nice and small. and thin. Alrighty, so I finished rolling up the taquitos, and all I want to do is get a little brush. The brush, doesn't matter what type of brushes, but you want to just brush some of the enchilada sauce on top of the taquitos. Giving them a nice shine. Alright, enough. We're going to add them into the air fryer. And I got a few over here already toasting. We're going to bring these all the way to the top. And we're going to bring these to the bottom. All of them are going to go in nicely. And these ones can use another little brush of some enchilada sauce. That'll give it some color. And this will make sure that they are nice and toasty and they can withstand all that sauce. Because we know we're not, because as you know, we're not frying anything. So we need some help. Air fryer is going to help us. We've got to mimic the crispiness. So we're going to add this into the air fryer. We'll continue to do that a few times, and then the enchiladas are ready. And I'll meet you back to serve it up. Alright, and there is our dish. It looks really good. It looks nice and crispy, just how I want it. And all you need to do is grab your sauce and add some salsiness, and you can add your cheese. And look at that. Oh wow. Let's add a little bit of cilantro and a little bit of onion. And you don't have to add onion if you don't want. Look at that. And now let's try this together. And look at this lovely rice. It looks delicious. And it is. Just needs a hint of salsa. Oh my gosh. I just had a food erasma. Wow, crunchy, but tender. Oh wow, this is incredible. There's a slight crunch to the edges. There's some soft sides in the tortilla as you get into the center. Well, anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.